Hey, this is Alex with my loops video for my CISC 192 programming course. In this video, I'm going to be explaining for loops and while loops. So to start off, we do have a function, which I will be explaining in my next video, just for a menu to open up. We have our main function down here. We have an integer of I for the loops and another integer choice for our menu decision. We have a while loop to start. It has a 1 inside the arguments for the loop, and that's just to make sure that it's always true. So that way that this menu loops infinitely until we decide to exit the program. So if we run it, you'll see right here, this is the start of our for loop. Right here is the for loop inside these curly braces. So since we declared I, we then initialize it with an I equals 1. We say I is less than or equal to 10, and I will increase for every iteration of the loop. So all we have is we have loop just prints out the whatever I is, and then it's a very simple loop. So if I choose 1 to start our for loop, as you can see, it prints 1 through 10 and starts at 1. It increases to 2 and it increases up until it reaches 10. And when it increases to 11, it'll notice that 11 is greater than I is no longer less than or equal to 10, and the loop will fall out, and that's when it brings up the prompt again for our menu. Down here we have the start of our while loop right here. And both while and for loops can both be changed to do the exact same thing. But for loops are great for counter-controlled repetition, while loops are better for sentinel-controlled repetition. So right here we have our I initialized to 0 outside of the loop. And we say as I is less than or equal to 10, it will print out the number that I is equal to, and it will increase I by 2 by reinitializing it as I equals I plus 2. So this will not print 1 through 10, it will print 0 through 10 at not without the odd numbers in there. So if I choose 2 for my option down here, as you can see, it prints out 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Here I've opened up my PSA 5 from my previous video to show you another way we can use for loops. I have a while loop down here from a menu, just like we did in the previous program with the while one with all the if-else statements inside of it. But up here in my other functions we have almost essentially the same thing. I starts at 0, I increases to whatever variable this is. This is predefined in when I open this file. And I increases until the statement is no longer true, and then it will fall out of the loop. You can do the same thing backwards for, this is to play my song backwards. So I have I equaling the number of notes as I is greater than or equal to 0, and I decreases. So you can do it with both increasing and decreasing variables.